Hi, and welcome to the first edition of Herald-Standard.com's Bucco Banter. This will be a weekly show on the web where we discuss the Pittsburgh Pirates and what they're doing in the 2012 season. I'm your host, Rob Burchianti, and with me, Jonathan Guth, Herald-Standard.com sports writer. And as we speak, our first show is taking place on May 15th, Tuesday. The Pirates haven't played yet today, but up to the minute, as of Tuesday afternoon here, it's the Pirates are 17-18. We're actually Tuesday evening. They're just getting ready to start Game 2 with the Florida Marlins, which would, if they win, with the Miami Marlins, that's right, they changed their name, yeah, that's right. They are 17-18, 3.5 games outside of first. The St. Louis Cardinals in first, 21-15. The Reds are 18-16. So far this year, that's not a bad start. Anytime the Pirates are threatening to be 500, I guess it's a good thing. But so far this season, what's your impressions, John, of the Pirates?
Well, Rob, I think the Pirates, I see a similarity to last year. Great pitching, but the hitting obviously is terrible. And they just need to pick it up with the bats. But, I mean, I'm encouraged with the pitching, and they're in the mix. It looks like a division that, is possible that they could compete if they hit that.
That's true.
That
yeah.
500 mark, which seems like I don't believe that should be the standard. I believe it should still be championships, even though it's, what is it going to be, 20 years?
Yeah, we're in decades now.
Yeah,
so.
And I know a lot of people that they haven't seen the Pirates win their lifetime, and
right, the last 1992 is the last winning season. After Barry Bonds left, they haven't had a winning season since. A lot of people say there's a debate about that. Do you want to be 500 or you want to try to win a championship? Well, honestly, I think for the fans, if you just get to 500 and you're threatening to be 500, there's an extra wild card this year, then you'll be in the hunt, right? I mean, with an extra wild card.
Yeah, the extra wild card. I was encouraged when I read that because I thought, hey, you never know. They get hot. I mean, it's like I see like a Tampa Bay Rays kind of. I mean, I'm not going to compare them to the Pirates, but they did it with not much of an offense really.
That's a good point. Yeah, they're young guys they brought up through the system,
and that's kind of a mold I think is can encourage a team like the Pirates that obviously they don't have the money, but they made some moves. I mean, they locked up McCutchen, which that shows that they're at least trying.
Yeah, that was a good sign. Andrew McCutchen.
And Burnett, even though I don't know. Well, he had that one shaky start.
Yeah, but A.J. Burnett, when he gave up 12 runs one start, and we're going to talk about the Pirates pitching here in a minute, but he gave up 12 runs in one start. Every other start since then, he's been just stellar, I think. He's been really good.
And I think that's one of the things about the ERA. It looks like bad,
but
really...
His ERA is deceiving.
It's been encouraging, even though Bedard was with the injury, but he came out, he didn't really get the run support, which always happens to Bucco pitchers. It's like you have to go almost perfect, and then still it may not work out.
Well, that's been the problem so far. I mean, when you look at the Pirates, it's clearly the problem is hitting. And if you look in the Tuesday paper, I read a column about just that, of dealing a strength, away your strength to help your weakness. And what I'm stating, obviously, is you got to trade one of your starting pitchers or some pitcher and get a bat to help this team out because they're hitting. They have 5 or 6 players, I believe, that are non-pitchers that are hitting below 200. I mean, Andrew McCutchen clearly is the best player on the team. He's hitting .339. He leads the team in on-base percentage, sluggage, OPS, stolen bases, 6 hits, runs. He's clearly having the best year. Pedro Alvarez has been another very hot topic this year. He started out horrible and he came on. So what do you think of Pedro so far?
He had that, we're going to say that stretch.
Yeah.
But it's just so like, when he hits like that swing, it's just, he looks wonderful, when he can really connect on a ball and Greg Brown gets crazy, El Toro, and that's great. But other times he's swinging at pitches. I know some guys in the county league that could probably, it's just
more contact.
Yeah, and it's just like
he struck out 40 times in 102 at bats so far.
And they need him. I mean,
but this power. I mean, he leads the team in homers and RBIs. 7 homers, 17 RBIs. He's only batting .216.
Yeah. So, but sometimes, you know, the power guys, I mean, I'm thinking of like an Adam Dunn. You got that situation that's like he may not be able to, you know, have the average, but power, you know, they don't have any power besides him.
Right.
I mean, McCutchen can hit homers, but
he hasn't done it so far,
yeah,
but he will.
That's not really his game.
Right.
I mean, he's a average guy, but gets the doubles, uses his speed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't really say anything bad about Andrew McCutchen. I really can't.
He's a great fielding center fielder.
Yeah,
and he's made a couple errors this year, but really he's a very good center
they're
fielder.
lucky to have him, and I'm surprised if somebody's going to get him. You know, try to get, you know, like down the. It's just, seems like the Pirates. They always lose that gem. At least they have in the last 20 years.
Yeah, let's hope they hang on to Andrew McCutchen. But the bottom line is they're only one game below 500, and they have the best. They're second in the league in ERA, but on the other end, they have the least. They scored the least amount of runs. They're second to last in the major leagues in batting average. I mean, so it just seems logical to me, as I said in my story. They got to deal one of these pitchers for a. You know, you look at the pitchers they have. It's Eric Bedard's in the rotation. He missed one start. Brad Lincoln filled in. He's got the best ERA on the team. He actually leads the teams in wins with 3. You have Kevin Correa, and you have Jeff Carson is on the DL right now, but he's a good pitcher. James McDonald's is great. Charlie Morton. I mean, they have a lot of good starting pitchers. If you can get rid of one of the older guys and get a bat, then that's what you have to do, I think, to help this team out and give them a chance.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Rob, even though it's just they need that bat. I mean, if they can even just improve a little bit. I mean, with the pitching, I don't see why they couldn't be in contention.
Right.
Maybe I'm being the optimist, but...
Well, one good bat will have a ripple effect and make the entire lineup that much better. It's not just adding one good bat. It'll make a lot of bats better. But anyhow, we'll see where we are a week from now. We're going to wrap it up for now on the first edition of Bucco Banter.
And watch the game tonight, see what happens, and hopefully next week we'll be talking about 500, Rob.
Yep. Talk to you in 1 week.
All right.